Hi guys. I wanted to make another video just talking about what changes I've made in the past week or so. I know I uploaded a video like a week ago and I'm trying to upload videos more often even if it's just going to be me vlogging but got to start somewhere. So, um I I know I really need to get a tripod. I keep thinking like I really need to get a tripod because I'm just holding my phone with my hand and it's like I don't want to go through the hassle of having to put a mirror in front of me and then have my phone um the back whatchamacallit the camera, the back camera facing me, recording me because I know it's higher quality. But I mean, I kind of feel like if I look at myself right now, I feel like I look okay. I'm sure the back camera looks a lot better, but it's okay. Whatever. It is what it is. So for now, I'm just looking at you guys like this because I want to make sure that I'm holding my phone right because I don't have a tripod. Um, anyway, now that I spent a minute and what does it say, 25 seconds saying that, um, I just wanted to do a little update from my update that I did a week ago. So, I, within the weekend, I decided that I wanted to do a 1,000 calorie diet, which honestly really isn't that much of a bad thing for me because I tend to eat like one meal a day sometimes, and I know that's like really bad because I've tracked when I've eaten just one meal and it's less than 500 calories. It's probably like 300 calories depending on what I'm eating, and I think that my body has basically started to store the food and turn it into like fat. So every time I eat now, my body just converts and stores the food into fat. Um, so I think that's why, like, over time, I've gained some weight because, like, a while ago, I lost a lot of weight from being sick and it was traumatic weight loss. I wasn't trying to lose weight, I just got sick. My period was involved in me getting sick too, and I had some stuff. I was on antibiotics, and I was on birth control, and antibiotics and my birth control, like, that affected me. So I lost a lot of weight in probably like a month and a half to 2 months. I've lost like 20 pounds or something, or more. Yeah, actually, I think I lost like 50 pounds, and I was already kind of skinny then. So, um, it, I looked like I was in starvation. Like, and I guess, yeah, my body pretty much was just burning away all the food that I was eating, and I wasn't eating that much because I felt sick from antibiotics and I was just sick in general, so that didn't help. And so I ended up going on a full, like, pretty much healthy fat and protein diet. And that's like all I was eating was like carbs and proteins, beans every day, protein shakes. Like, I know that's not good, but my nutritionist was like, you really need to just get protein in your body as much as you can. And at the time, I was basically eating only plant based. Um, and I mean, I ended up gaining all that weight back, even though I was just eating plant based foods, just off of eating plants. So it wasn't really my diet, which everybody in my family and my friends were kind of like, is it your diet? Like, maybe it's your diet. And my nutritionist actually was like, maybe we should keep you on your diet. And if you can gain that weight back, then it'll be fine. And if you can't, then there's something else wrong because now your body isn't wanting to what take in what you're used to eating, because I was eating that way for like 3 4 years, so it didn't make sense that that would be the cause to my problem. But anyway, so I pretty much went on a whole high protein high fat diet, and um you know I was eating plant-based. I gained my weight back. And then I think my body just started taking in other foods and converting it to fat after that, because like I started just eating protein only, to where I think like in a way like I think I messed up my body. So now I'm having the issue of, or my metabolism or something, where my body is just storing fat. Like my body isn't it my metabolism isn't really working fast enough. Even if I take a walk, even if I do yoga, I've worked out, and it just seems like when I eat more because I'm hungrier and because I have been working out and I'm trying to, build muscle and stuff, so I'm eating certain foods more, my body just takes all that and just is storing it. And it's not really burning it. So I think my metabolism has been slow. So I decided I was gonna, restart on my yoga, which I have been doing yoga. I'm doing this 30-day yoga challenge. It's called 30-day yoga with Adriene. I love her, honestly. I love her energy. I'm just gonna shout her out on here. I'll link her stuff down below because I think she's so cool, and um her videos have really helped me like find a physical activity that I actually enjoy, and like it really does excite me to do her challenges or like try out whatever yoga she has. She has period yoga too, which I've done before because I've had really bad cramps and just I've had bad times with my period, and her yoga has helped, and I just really love her energy. Her energy is awesome. Like she makes me feel confident in myself, and at the same time makes me like, I guess you could say, like center myself. I kind of just touch base on myself when I'm doing her yoga, and I just love it. I just love it. She's like she reminds me of like being the little voice in my head when I'm doing yoga. Like she's just that little voice in my head now, so I love her. Anyways, so I've been doing her 30-day yoga challenge that she just came out with for January, and I've been doing that. I know it's February. It's February now, and we only have like 28 days in the month, but I've been doing like two 30-minute yoga challenge videos a day to just catch up, because I know there's only 28 days this month. And I kind of started it at the end of January, but then I didn't follow through. So, but whatever. I'm just taking it day by day. And so I'm doing that. I'm drinking 8 cups of water a day, which isn't too difficult for me because I've been trying to, drink more water, and I don't know, for whatever reason, whenever I have a glass jar, I tend to just drink like all the water out of it. So I always have glass jars full of water and I'm just drinking it. And I know how, like I have like a gallon glass jar that I put water in. I just love jars, man. I just love them. But anyway, so that helps me drink water because I'm like, oh, my jar, drinking it, like my jar. And so, yeah. And I've been doing this 1,000-calorie diet to help me eat more, but to also restrict me from eating bad foods and restrict me from basically not eating all day and then being like, oh, what are we having for dinner? And someone being like, oh, let's get like McDonald's, or let's get this, or let's get some fast food. And I'm like, okay, sure, yeah, I'm freaking starving. I'm too tired and my body's fatigued. Like, I don't want to cook. Like, that's awesome. Let's do that. And then I eat like McDonald's or something as my one meal that I had that day, and it's either really high in calories and bad fat, and everybody knows fast food is bad for you, and we all know, so I'm not even going to explain. And then I'm just sitting there, and my body's just like storing all of it because I'm constantly in starvation mode, and my body's like constantly thinking it's in starvation mode. So I thought of this. Let's trick my body. Let's trick my body into thinking that every time it eats, it's going to have to work, or that it's going to work. Like, I'm going to put my body to work and it needs to use that food as energy. So what I've been doing is I've been waking up, drinking water. If I need to eat and I'm hungry, I'll eat, a salad or something like that. But otherwise, I'll just get into yoga. I'm about to do it right now. And I'll do like a 30-minute yoga video. And then, I'll like start my metabolism. By then I'll be pretty hungry. I'll eat something healthy. I'll have like 300 to 500 calorie breakfast meal. So I'll have like my nuts, my seeds, walnuts, hazelnuts, whatever, with some spinach, tomatoes. I've been putting couscous and quinoa, and I just baked some tofu yesterday, so I'll probably put tofu today in my salad. But that's been helping, and I've been going to the restroom a lot more, plus drinking the water. I feel good. I'm on my third day of being on my period, and usually it's pretty heavy, and this time it's been pretty manageable. So I think changing my diet and doing the exercise and the yoga, like, my period has been pretty awesome. Like, of course, the first day, the first day is always horrible, or the second. If the first day is okay, the second day is always just like, I'm out, I'm not doing anything, like, I can't, my body is just like, you need to rest. But I woke up today and I felt like energized, I felt good. Yesterday was a horrible day for me. I didn't do any yoga, I just felt crappy all day. But yeah, so anyways, that was a lot of talking. But point is, I've been doing yoga before I eat, and then I've been trying to move my body in some way after I eat. That way I trick my body and my metabolism, like I just kick it in gear basically, and my body thinks like, okay, so every time we eat, like, we're going to be doing something, so we need to digest this all the way and not store it. And so that, like, we're going to immediately use and burn that energy that we consumed. And I think it's been working. I mean, I'll see by Saturday, maybe like next Monday will be like a week or something. Next Tuesday will be like a week of me like eating this 1,000-calorie diet, which I'm not restricting myself. If I go over the 1,000 calories, it's fine. But honestly, like, I've been like under the 1,000 calories, so I mean, I might have to start incorporating more snacks into my day, because I pretty much eat breakfast and then I eat dinner. And it's because I don't really eat lunch, because I eat breakfast when it's lunchtime because I fast. So, and my body feels fine with that. But I do think over the span of this week, if I continue doing this 1,000-calorie diet, and by next Monday, I think I'm going to start like forcing myself to eat snacks, and not forcing in a bad way, but forcing myself to eat snacks. Because if I regulate my eating habits and I have, breakfast/lunch and then snack throughout the day, and then it's dinner time, and then I have a little snack before bed, I think my body will realize like it doesn't have to continue storing all the food, that I'm going to be burning that energy, and I am burning that energy, so I can eat more and not put more weight on, no matter what it is that I'm eating. Like, my body will just start reacting to my habits, which are going to be like working out and moving more. So, yeah, and right now I've just been doing yoga, and I've been taking walks, 30, 45-minute walks, and yeah, I'm pretty happy about it. So yeah, I guess like that's my update right now. And of course, I've still been doing spiritual stuff, and just like mentally being aware of like my emotions every day. And I've been getting into writing just a little bit more. I've been doing painting a little bit more. So I've just been trying to be calm and not stress out on what I should be doing and what I am doing. Like, I can't do what I need to do if I'm like not okay first. And like, I keep saying that in my videos because I keep needing to remind myself, like, don't worry about anything else. If you get your health under control, you get your emotions, your mind, you settle yourself, then you can move on to doing outside stuff. But if you're doing outside stuff and you're not okay, then the whole thing's just not going to be okay, and you're going to crack at some point, and you're just not going to have anything for yourself. And so, lesson learned, here I am trying. I'm like, okay, fine. Like, things aren't going my way financially or whatever, like, that's fine. What I need to do is just focus on my mental health, my physical well-being, and actually, get like into the grind, but with myself. before I think about getting into the grind financially, getting a job, going to school, like all these other outside stuff, But first, I need to like make peace and register me with me, and then register that, because I'll be more clear here and in here, um, enough to be able to handle the chaotic craziness out there. And the ups and downs that out there is going to make me go through, because let's be honest, nothing is perfect out there, but you can definitely have perfection like in here and in here if you really try. So that is what my goal is, basically being okay with me completely, physically, everything, and being in such a better not lightheaded, but lightheaded space. You know, I just don't want to feel as much pressure in my life anymore. I don't want to feel pressured. And at this point, it's like, okay, I know what it is to be pressured outside of life. Now I need to figure out what it is when I'm pressuring myself. Like, I need to figure out my pressure that I put on myself. So, yeah, yeah, I feel like I should have made this into 2 videos now, but whatever. This is gonna be the longest video ever. But this is me right now, and I'm gonna try and stick to my yoga, stick to my 1,000-calorie diet that I'm on. Kickstart my metabolism, continue to do my self-help work, and jump back into the world when I feel that I'm ready. And just tell myself that that's okay. That's okay. I can have some downtime with everything that's happened and just give myself some time. And I'm allowed to do that anytime. I'm allowed to give myself me time anytime. And for whenever in my life, I could be a very prosperous person with a great career later in the future, and if I need to take a week, 2 weeks, I need to just be like, my mental health right now, like, so job right now, like, I need time. And it's probably the best thing that anyone can do for themselves, is just give themselves time. Like, let the stresses of, oh, I need a job because I need to be financially stable and this and that, like, there are ways to work around that. There are ways to give yourself some time. People, I think if the more we talk about this, the more we talk about how everybody needs some time to themselves, I want to say once or twice a year even, like, I want that to be a conversation. I want it to be a conversation, and I think it's important to have that be a conversation. Because it's so draining for me to think that I'm the only one taking this time. I'm the only one exiting my outside life to get deeper into myself and help myself a little more so that I am better when I'm out there. And I just feel like there's not enough voices being like, we need time. And we need time away from society and the outside world and all of that stuff, like, sometimes we just need to be at home for a couple days and just be hermits and get into ourselves, and it should be okay, and society should allow that. I mean, come on, breaking your back to make $12-15, breaking your back to make $30 an hour, like, breaking your back, and it's not okay to want to have time for yourself. I think that's a problem in society. You want great workers and you want great people with great attitudes. They need to be worth what they make, but you're not willing to let them have a break. Like, truly a break. Not 15 minutes, 10-minute break during your fucking 8 to 12 hour work shift. Like, no, a break. Like, you get 2 weeks to just chill and recenter yourself whenever you need to take those 2 weeks out of the year, or 3, and no reprimands. Like, paid for, awesome, you do a great job, you're good, awesome, like, you deserve it. 2 weeks paid or half paid days, so you're not financially struggling for taking time for yourself. And Anyway, 20-minute video now. I'm probably gonna cut this in half or redo this. Or maybe I'll just upload this. Anyways, those are my thoughts. I don't know about you guys, but let's advocate for time for yourself, because honestly, the biggest pressure of me like doing this is just like, I'm not out there like everybody else. That's what I keep thinking. I'm not out there like everybody else. I'm not out there like everybody else. Like everybody else is doing fine, or everybody else is like, forgetting about themselves and still going to work even though they need a break. Like, how come I can't do that? And it's like, I honestly, like, I just lose that pressure. Like, you know what? People deserve to have time. Lots of time. However much time they need for their well being. Because what else do we really have in this life other than ourselves? So, pressure of society, pressure of that type of life, outside stuff, like, not here right now. Like, I'm not gonna think about that. I shouldn't be pressuring myself while trying to help myself. And there should be more voices saying, don't pressure yourself. It's fine. Go ahead. Like, take time. And yeah, those are my thoughts. I don't know. I would be amazed if my boss one day said, hey, you're looking a little, grim lately. I think you need to take 2 weeks off. I'll give you half time and I'll pay half the days, whatever, and you can go ahead and just stay home and just figure out your stuff. Because I notice you're not, up to par with everything. So go home and I will see you in 2 weeks. Just take care of yourself. Without having to have a traumatic experience going on, with just your boss noticing that you're a little bit down lately and being like, everybody needs time. We are very amazing creatures, like, to be slaved away. And with that, I'm going to say goodbye, because this is 22 minutes long now. So I hope everybody's having a good day. These are just my thoughts about stuff. As always, this is my journal for myself, and you're watching. So, hope everyone's doing okay. Take time for yourself. Don't stress. Be blessed. And yes. Bye.